I live in Michigan, and every year I go to the same campground up north in the Upper Peninsula. It's the kind of campground that's located in the absolute middle of nowhere. My family's been going to this campground for many years, and we'll be going there again next year. It had only been open for a couple of years before my parents started camping there. My mom is really popular at the campground and knows everyone. They're always partying with the other guests, staying up late, drunk as hell. On this particular night, they went to bed early for some reason. My friend Cody and I are teenagers and best friends. He's the shy guy and, well, I'm the crazy one. This one night, we plotted through text messages to sneak out and meet at the shower building at 1 o'clock in the morning. We planned on hanging out and watching a movie on my iPhone. We chose the shower house because the shower house and the lodge are the only places that have strong Wi-Fi signal. My data doesn't work because it's in the middle of nowhere, so we plan on staying up to about 3 or so. We are at about 2 a.m. and we need a charger. As we headed out into the dark to my camper to grab the charger, we heard footsteps behind us and a deep rumbling voice as we walked. But when we looked back, the voice and the footsteps stopped, and there was nobody there. We nodded our heads and ran the rest of the way. When we got back to the shower house, we stood outside the door for some air before we went inside. I'm standing around the corner from Cody while he is on his phone. I was staring at the dark tree line in the short distance, waiting to see if anything pops out. Because I have to admit, I was still a little creeped out. After convincing myself that it was all in my head, I headed around the corner back to Cody. I was horrified to see standing behind him was a tall figure that looked to be wearing an overcoat and a wide-brimmed hat. Its hands were in the air like it was holding something. I'll never forget that crazy smile. I grabbed Cody and yanked him towards me. We ran as fast as our long legs took us, about 2 steps until we got inside the door. We slammed the door closed. I started breathing short breaths and my heart was beating so fast as we were sitting with our backs against the door. I'm so scared and he's freaking out because he doesn't know what that thing was that was just standing behind him. The door doesn't have a lock, so Cody held it closed while I plugged in my charger. The charger is in, but I hesitate to call either of our parents. We feel like they would get really mad at us or not even believe us. And then there's the fact that we were out till 3 a.m. We're not even supposed to be up past 1 o'clock. So now we're really freaking the hell out. After we've been in there for an hour since we saw the creepy figure, we still hesitated to open the door. While we were sitting next to the door, we heard the handle rattle as we were discussing. It was trying to get in. I quickly told Cody that there's another entrance to the shower house, and if this thing is here, then it can't block our escape. We ran as fast as we could down the shower hall and around the corner to escape. We ran out the door, and I turned around to see if the creepy figure was following, and there it was, stepping out from around the corner, holding something that looked like a knife in its hand. I just stood there, and it looked at me with that crazy smile as we ran away.